Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and in this video I'd like to give you a guide for B1 in the Brawl Battle Tower. B1 is Odin again, and to be honest, there is not much to say. We just had Odin battles in that Summon Trial event, and this Odin is definitely an easier battle, mainly because Odin doesn't hit hard at all. He merely tickles, so you don't need to worry about survival at all and just need to defeat him. And if you have a proper physical earth DPS like Tifa or Yuffie, great, and you just melt the boss, but similar to the summon events, Cloud or Adult Sephiroth with physical earth material are very much viable, but also Cloud with Fusion Sword is very nice and he has all self buffs. But Sephiroth with Kikui can get attack buffs, but for exploit weakness you either need his banner ultimate weapon or Sage Staff on Aerith for that additional damage. But also Lucia is great here because she can debuff earth resistance and physical defense, but also apply Enfeeble, and with her limit break you can get attack buffs as well. Aerith has Reprieve outfits, but you don't really need Reprieve in this battle. Breath of the Earth, Baharut for PDF buffs and heals, Free Camera just as a stat stick for HP so that Aerith has the highest HP in the team so that she gets targeted by Odin's attacks. Cura, but you also won't need it, and this is a stat stick. And in sub-equipment slots she has a guild weapon with physical defense for allies and a physical attack for allies weapon. Lucia has Reprieve outfits, but if you happen to have her Earth Arcanum outfit, it'll be much better. Chain Shots for attack buffs and extra EB, Shin Rifle for Enfeeble, Rifle of the Hand to lower Earth resistance and physical defense, Earth Materia with X-Sigil, Bravery just in case, and Debrave for the boss. And in sub-equipment slots, similar to Aerith, Lucia has a guild weapon with physical defense for allies and physical attack for allies weapon. Cloud has AC outfit with Titan, Bahamut for stats, but near the end of the battle you can cast it to get haste for that extra burst damage to finish off the boss faster, Fusion Sword for attack buffs, Ultimate, 3 Earth Potency materia, but one of them has to have X-Sigil, and then in sub-equipment slots Cloud has Sequoia Dendron and 1 event weapon with physical attack and Earth Potency, and in the last slot you can give him another physical weapon. Essentially, try to boost Cloud's Earth Potency as much as you can because he has no Earth Potency on his main weapons. Alright, it's the same exact battle as every Odin battle, so here at the beginning, cast Enfeeble with Lucia to get extra EB, then physical defense buff with your DPS. Apply exploit weakness buffs, but with Lucia also apply Debrave, so you take a little bit less damage. But overall it is a much easier battle than Odin EX2 or this Summon Trial event, so don't worry about it. And Aerith will get stunned here in a second because she has the highest max HP, and with Lucia and your DPS just break all those sigils. But even here you don't have to break as many sigils as in those harder Odin battles. And just lower earth resistance, and I'm also going to use Lucia's ultimate weapon. Here's her normal ultimate weapon. Buffs a character with high potency attack buffs, and Lucia's limit break applies mid potency, so it's not really a big difference. But also her banner ultimate weapon is very good as well, because you get extra AB and amplified next attack. But both are good, so it doesn't really matter which one you use. And here, it's pretty much the same thing, really. Try to do DPS, but try not to overdo it. And I'm just going to use Titan here because I know it won't kill him because Enfeeble expired, so I can use it, but as I said, try not to overkill the boss, this gauge. You have to essentially deplete it before you see 1 on the countdown, but try not to do it too fast so that, for example, the boss doesn't get this gauge depleted when he is almost full HP. Because after you deplete the gauge, the boss buffs his physical attack, so he will do a little bit more damage to you. But yeah, in this battle I don't think it really matters, because the boss really doesn't do much damage here. And Aerith should get stunned, yeah. And now it's the same thing really. Okay, Deep Breath because it expired. And this should be fine. But no, there is this animation because the boss permanently buffs his physical attack. And do physical attack buff here because the boss will now do some Tetsuken, so everyone will get hit. But don't worry. Will it hit? Oh, actually it hit. The Baha Sword cast is just to get haste off, so I can use overspeed and get off a few more attacks with it. Alright, Enfeeble and let's see how much damage I can do here. Actually, yeah, let's use both. And that should be a few seconds, I guess. And stun. But yeah, the biggest difference in this battle compared to other Odin battles is that Odin really doesn't hit hard. In previous battles, in those hard battles, you always have to worry about surviving, but here it's just melt the boss. It is much easier, which is very fine because it is more accessible and just simpler. But yeah, that will be all. So I hope you found my guide helpful, and in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.